Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniel. I've been hearing a lot of people and I've seen online where people say you can make 100% return on investment when it comes to catfish farming. Then I laugh. I laugh because people have taken catfish farming to be a get rich scheme, which is not so. I tell people that consult with me that if you want to take catfish farming as a business, then you should see that I won't promise you 100% returns on investment when you first start your business. I won't even promise you 50% return on investment because there are a lot of factors that will contribute to you making back your money when you just begin this business. And when people say catfish farming is very lucrative, there is no doubt about it. But again, just like every other business, it has its own risks. So I'm just going to tell you three major factors that will contribute to whether or not you are going to make profits at the end of your production cycle. When I say profit, I'm not saying 100% profit. So for example, if you are raising 1,000 fish and you raise them for 6 months and you spend like 350,000, for example, how much are you going to make? Ideally, I would say you should budget to make like 150,000 from 1,000 fish. But people are so gullible, and I think it's out of greediness that when people tell you you are going to make 70% on your investment at the end of 6 months, I always laugh because that's not possible. And even as a beginner in your first production cycle and second production cycle, I used to tell people don't go for profits, just make sure you don't make loss, which is break even. At least you are able to see that your capital is still intact, which means factors are going to contribute into making your profit or your loss. And I'm going to mention three different factors that you should consider. The number one factor that will determine if you are going to make profit or loss is the fish itself, the quantity of the fish. So I get to see a lot of people say online, oh, I raised my fish with zero mortality. I would say is a big lie. Anyone that tells you they raise their fish with zero mortality, then they are lying. They are not telling you the truth. It is not possible to raise 10 fish for 6 months or for 3 months without recording any deaths. There's no how extra careful you are. It's not possible. It is either they die due to maybe the water overfeeding, or there's cannibalism among the fish, which you cannot erase. So if you buy 1,000 fish, be rest assured that they are going to die and they are going to eat each other. So I only advise people that have a record of 10% mortality, that at the beginning of your production cycle, have it at the back of your mind that 10% of the fish you stock are going to die. It might not be up to that if you manage your fish very well. To stock a fish is not the problem, but managing it is the main issue. So if you have at the back of your mind that from 1,000 fish, at the end of your production cycle, you are going to only see 900 fish, then you'll be able to do a profit analysis that, okay, I'm going to make so amount of profits at the end of 6 months, which is very important so that you know that, yes, you know what you are doing. The second factor that will determine the amount of profit you are going to make is the sales price at the end of the production period. So come to think that, okay, you projected that you are going to sell your fish per kilo for 650 naira if you are in Nigeria, and you've made your calculation based on that amount. And at the end of 6 months, the price drops, and you've been told by some gurus, in quotes now, that you are going to make 100% profits from your investment, and you've set that amount as the baseline, 650 naira at the end of 6 months. But during the period where you are about to sell your fish, the price dropped to 550 naira or 500 naira. It's just an analogy. There's no way you are going to make back the amount you have projected. So which means you are not going to make 100% profit. Initially it's not possible, but let's say you want to make that, there will be a decrease in the amount of profit you are going to make. So put that at the back of your mind whenever you are making projections, especially for people that have not started. Reach out to people and ask for their projection. Ask questions, but when you are making your calculation, be rest assured that your first production cycle, your second production cycle, endeavor to break even. The third thing that will be a determinant to whether or not you are going to make profit is the price of feed. Now that the price of feed is very high and is constantly increasing, then you should think of it that if you budget that you are going to buy feed for 8,000 naira per bag, or you say cost of 9,000 naira per bag, you should put into consideration that there are factors that you cannot control yourself. So which the price of feed is one thing, except you are making your own feed yourself. And even if you are making your own feed yourself, there are ingredients you are going to buy outside, which the price is going to increase at every point in time, especially now that everything is increasing every now and then. So the price is going to increase definitely, which means you cannot control the price of your feed. So whenever you are about to start any business, catfish farming, don't let what people say be a determinant for your judgment. Be realistic, and when they say something, it is left for you to make a decision that, okay, what they're actually saying, is it 100% possible? Is it realistic? If it's not realistic, then move on. Everyone is starting a catfish farming and it's lucrative, like I said, but be careful so that you don't just jump into starting a business that you know nothing about and you're not ready to learn, and because they've mentioned that you are going to make profit from it, then let me start it, make profits and recycle. No, you are going to make mistakes when you are first starting. There are some things you are going to make mistake on. One, like feeding them. Two, maybe sorting. You might not even know the importance of sorting. So be realistic when you want to start catfish farming business, that at the very beginning you are going to make mistake and you are not going to make profit, and base your judgment on that. To the question that most people always ask from the 3 points I've mentioned, is it possible to make 100% profit from catfish farming? The simple answer is no. Don't be deceived. You cannot make 100% profit on catfish farming investment. That's just it. If you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to the channel and go through the videos that I've done so that you watch different aspects of agricultural opportunities that exist on this channel, from catfish farming to poultry farming to cashew to pig farming. And you can send me an email if you want to ask 1 or 2 questions, or you want me to train you or consult for you. Send me an email. My email is showing on the screen and also in the description box. I'll see you in my next video.